What if everything falling apart is actually everything falling into place? We see people at the top and think they were just lucky, but behind every success is struggle and doubt. Almost every massive success story starts at rock bottom, where giving up seems like the only option. But they didn't, they fought back. Today you'll see 4 people who lost everything: money, reputation, hope, and came back stronger than ever. These aren't just stories to admire, they're blueprints for your own transformation. Your comeback starts when your excuses end. Our first story begins in the projects of Brooklyn, where Howard Schultz watched his father struggle after an injury left the family with nothing. Determined to build a better life, Howard became the first in his family to go to college and landed a corporate job. But a trip to Italy changed everything. He saw coffee as community, not just a drink. He pitched his vision to his bosses at Starbucks. They said no, so he left, risking everything to start his own coffee company. He was rejected by 217 out of 242 investors. Most would have quit. Howard didn't. He scraped together enough to buy Starbucks, fusing his vision with their name. That's how a small coffee bean company became a global empire. Now millions pay for more than coffee. They buy into Howard's dream. He proved your circumstances don't define you. Every no brought him closer to a yes. He didn't just build a company, he built a new way for people to connect. That's the power of refusing to give up. The next time you see a $6 coffee, remember, it's the price of persistence. Before she was J.K. Rowling, she was Joanne, a single mom on welfare, depressed and feeling like a failure. Her only escape, a story about a boy wizard. She wrote in cafes on scraps of paper, pouring her struggles into every page. 12 publishers rejected her manuscript. One finally gave her a chance, after the publisher's daughter demanded to read more. The first Harry Potter book was printed in a tiny run, with little hope for success. But it exploded, selling over 500 million copies and launching a global phenomenon. Rowling turned rejection and despair into fuel for her imagination. She didn't just write a story, she wrote her own comeback. Her journey proves that your lowest point can be the start of something magical. When the world says no, keep writing your story. Robert Downey Jr. had it all: talent, fame, money, then lost everything to addiction. He became a Hollywood punchline, fired, arrested, and written off. At rock bottom, he chose sobriety and fought to rebuild his life. He took small roles, slowly earning back trust. Then came a gamble. Marvel cast him as Iron Man, despite his past. The risk paid off. Iron Man was a massive hit, launching the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Downey didn't just play a superhero, he became one, overcoming his demons. He went from uninsurable to one of the highest paid actors in the world. His story proves your past doesn't define your future. You can always rewrite your script. Think it's too late? Meet Colonel Sanders. By 65, he'd failed at nearly everything and was broke, living off a small social security check. All he had was a fried chicken recipe and relentless persistence. He drove across the country, pitching his recipe to restaurants. He was rejected 1,009 times before getting his first yes. Most would have quit, he didn't. That one yes grew into Kentucky Fried Chicken, a global empire. Sanders proved there's no deadline for success. Age and past failures don't matter, persistence does. Your next chapter can always be your greatest. 4 stories, 4 comebacks, 1 lesson. They all started from behind, faced rejection, and refused to quit. They turned every no into fuel for their next chapter. They didn't wait for permission, they believed in themselves. Your comeback isn't luck, it's a choice. The choice to get up, to keep going, to believe in your vision. The tools they used are available to you right now. So, when does your comeback begin? The answer is simple. The moment you decide it does. Start now.